by the throat for an hour tonight. Played some great stuff.
Yeah, I think we played really well. We started the game with the right mentality, stronger, intense, and I think the first half was really important to get the 3 points today.
And you got off to a great start, a fantastic shot for that first goal. I think we call it in English a screamer, so one of the best connections.
It was a really good goal. As I said before, you need to be ready when you are outside of the box to these kind of situations, or sometimes to stop the game, to stop the counters doing fouls. This time was to shoot. Maybe next time I need to do a foul and take a yellow card. I don't know.
Well, you got the second, and then you had the chance to have a first half hat-trick with the penalty kick, but he handed the ball to Marcus Rashford. What's the feeling charitable?
No, it's not the point. Of course, every player wants to do a hat-trick, you know. But after the game in the Premier League, I told Rashi the next one he will take, and so I remember that, and also because Rashi is one of the top scorers in the Champions League. I think it will be important for him to keep going there and taking that confidence. But as I say, it doesn't matter who take the penalties. The most important is scoring, and the team scores. So when the team scores, I score too.
And the position in the group now, that looks a lot stronger, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a good position, but we can relax. Of course, now we have to think in the Premier League, because we need to win the next game on Sunday, and after we have time to. We don't have too much time, but we have time to think in the game for the Champions League.
That'll make a pleasant change. Thank
you very much.
His English is as good as his football. Confirmation there that Manchester United are 3 points clear of the other two in that group. It is incredible, actually, how many of the players come here and speak really, really good English. You know, people always, footballers, they're all thick and this, but they're all multilingual.
Yeah, it's just the English ones.
It could be, but it is impressive. Nevertheless, as was Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, he was majestic on the night. I think especially the first half, everything went through him, and we've been saying that for how long? Well, ever since he's landed on these shores, really. And the way he just manipulates the ball, he teases the opposition, the way he wants to just get the ball into the dangerous areas, and the way he creates, I mean, is phenomenal. And that's why his goal involvement, so the numbers are staggering, really. And he's a player, I'm sure, that Ollie must be sitting there and thinking, thank goodness we got him. Yeah. Because what he does is he sets other people alight. He makes sure other players start running, because it's like when a player that gets on the ball, you have to run as a striker, because you feel he could put it on a sixpence for you at any given time. Yeah.
Proper player, Paul.
Oh, he's brilliant, and the way he receives the ball, the way he can play people in, just a really, really clever football. And as he said, I used to love that position, waiting at the edge of the box.
Yeah, you used to do a lot of those, didn't you?
For a ball to come out, open, there's no defender, open, the other team had left nobody on the edge of the box, and what a shot, he won't hit a better one than that. It's a sensational goal, but as Rio said, he's the one who won the game from early on. He's the one player, not the one player, but he's the most creative player, and he will create all the chances. His stats, as we talk about, are unreal, really, and even here, little scrappy goals as well from midfield. It all counts.
Covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, I think he works incredibly hard. I think also having him and Van der Beek, they pressed the ball really well out of position. I thought Cavani link-up play was really good. We saw coming short before that one. Thing is, he never really takes a day off. Do you know what I mean? Either if he plays poorly, he gives it away.
Well, it's funny, people talk about players getting tired and rotation, but the great players don't miss many games.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can, and that's a great thing. You know, you can rely on him. Reece spoke about leaders and stuff. He leads every time he plays. You know, he just leads with the way he embraces the game. He's top drawer.
Yeah, good recruitment.
Yep, really good. And I think that's what you want in your team. And they could have got him maybe earlier. They're probably kicking themselves if they didn't. But he's here now, and you just have to sometimes sit back and just enjoy what he's producing. Yeah,
we talked at half-time, Paul, about the fact that because they've got 3-0 up, they'll probably be able to make a few changes, and so it proved to be. And, actually, it cost them a little bit because they managed to get back into the game, and there was a couple of nervous moments after that first goal. It was a strange goal, wasn't it? Because we thought De Gea was going to save it, but it was actually behind the line.
Yeah, he should save it, really. From that angle, it's with his left foot as well, bending it round the wall. David, I don't think he'd be too happy with that. But yeah, changes did change the game a little bit. Yeah. They did get a few chances, but you have to say in the first half they had 3 or 4 really good chances as well, and with a better finishing, it could have been a little bit closer.
Well, let's go back to the first half, because I got a bit ahead of myself there on the scores. I missed a goal, obviously, the penalty for Marcus Rashford, both won, and then stuck away with some aplomb.
I mean, it's great to see that ball from Lindelof. You know, the two centre backs, they should be able to play that ball. Marcus is so good at running and behind, and just that awareness. You know, Gary, gets across there. Just has such a great feel, Marcus, in these positions.
Some people would say that is that entirely honest and stuff, but that is part of the game, is winning fouls, isn't it?
It's clever. You can see that. You can
Not
see
diving, is it? People say that's diving if you get in the front and you make them foul you, but it's not. It's different.
Yeah.
It's just clever play. You see the fullback
do it.
flying in, and Marcus just holds his ground and he sucked him in.
You see Salah do it. You see Kane do it. Don't you? Lots of.
But what impressed me most is that's Marcus at his best. That running off the shoulder, running behind teams that's the way I love to see Marcus Rashford play football. When he's coming short, linking the play, but once he's laid it off and that aggressive running behind is unplayable. And he's a player that once he gets into that groove of doing that and that understanding with the likes of Bruno, maybe Van der Beek now if he comes in, that understand that these players can pass and will pass it forward, makes him a huge problem for defenders.
No, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but they got back into the game with a free kick that perhaps David De Gea should have saved. Torwich took it.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a really good free kick. You know, I mean,
he should save. It's right at the corner of the box. Yeah. I think you asked him now if he came out and did an interview and asked him. I think he'd be disappointed with that.
The thing is, it goes over the over the wall as well. I think it's difficult for him, Scholes. I mean,
it's a bad angle.
Oh, it's a pleasing.
It's a bad angle with his left foot from that side. I think he should save it. What do you think, Rio?
Yeah, I think he'd be disappointed if he come out and spoke. I think he would be.
It's just a bit odd that he's dived behind the line, isn't it? I suppose that's the peculiarity of it. But anyway, despite that, the 3-goal lead was restored. Breakaway, great play from Mason Greenwood, who looked pretty sharp in the second half. Not seen him for a while.
He looked very sharp. I think the pass is well forward in the number 10 slot. Van der Beek comes in there, and it just again showed that he's different in where he plays in different positions and can receive the ball, facing the game. Fantastic first-time ball. Mason with the appreciation of space and the other players, and a very, very composed finish from Dan James there, who looked impressive when he came on too.
But that link-up play as well, that little set there, I love that, coming back. And I mean, Van der Beek was terrific, Cavani was terrific. Mason, I just think he's an amazing player. Really
he's got the world ahead of him.
Honestly, I just think he's really, really special.
Look at him, he's growing as well. Look, he's going to be a beast. Do you know what I mean? To go with the technique that he's got, his understanding of his spatial awareness, his technique, plays off both feet, and he's a devastating finisher.
Yeah. He physically now looks stronger than he did than the last time we've seen him, doesn't he? He looks a big, strong, powerful, bigger and stronger as well. And I think out of the 3 or 4 forwards that they have, he'll be the best finisher as well.
Does he excite you?
Yeah, definitely. And I want to go and watch training. That's the type of that's what he gets out of me. I want to go and see his technique, him lashing balls into the back of the net, and just see. Because we talk about people, remember Ruud van Nistelrooy. It excites you when you see finishers that finish aggressively, but with precision. I mean, and he's got that in abundance.
OK, well, don't go yet. Just wait till the end of the show before you head off to Manchester, because we've got plenty more to come